Hey guys, TSDL here, and today's video is my February TBR. Now, I know I only have 2 books here, but February I feel like is going to be kind of a busy month for me with other things, so I decided to keep my TBR short just so I don't overwhelm myself or try to read too much and then I don't finish, because I hate when I don't finish a book, especially if I have set myself a deadline. Don't like it. So we went a little bit light, but I picked, kind of a romance or love kind of thing, because February, Valentine's Day, romance. So the first one on the TBR is Red, White, and Royal Blue. This was initially picked as a buddy read, and yeah, so this is essentially like enemies to lovers trope. The 2 characters, America's first son, so the son of the president, falls in love with the Prince of Wales. But from what I understand, they don't start out in love. They start out like, I hate you. Like, why do we have to interact? But, love story. So eventually things happen and they stop hating each other. But yeah, so this is kind of a trope I love in movies. It's kind of like, if anyone's ever seen those Cinderella stories, I am a sucker for those too. And are they books? I should check if there are books like that, because I love the movies and I would totally love them as books. This is kind of the same thing for me. It feels like that kind of fun movie trope that's like, either you love it or you hate it. But when I saw this book, when I read the description for this book, I was really, really excited about this book, but I was saving it for February because it's a love story, so it felt perfect to do for Valentine's Day or for February, the month of February, because, romance is in the air, or whatever. I'll give you a little plot, because I only have 2 books, so why not? I'll read you this. I'll read you that. See if you like it. Join me in the love. So, what happens when America's first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales? When his mother became President of the United States, Alex Claremont Diaz was promptly cast as the American equivalent of a young royal. Handsome, charismatic genius. His image is pure millennial marketing gold for the White House. Aw, he's a millennial? I'm a millennial. There's only one problem. Alex has a beef with an actual prince, Henry, across the pond. And when the tabloids get a hold of a photo involving an Alex-Henry altercation, U.S.-British relations take a turn for the worse. Heads of family and state and other handlers devise a plan for damage control. Stage a truce between the 2 rivals. What at first begins as a fake, Instagrammable friendship grows deeper and more dangerous than either Alex or Henry could have imagined. Soon, Alex finds himself hurtling into a secret romance with a surprisingly unstuffy Henry that could derail the presidential campaign and upend 2 nations. It raises the question, can love save the world after all? Where do we find the courage and the power to be the people we are meant to be, and how can we learn to let our true colors shine through? So yeah, I am 100% behind tropes like this, especially in film, but also in books, and I was very drawn to this story. I am very much looking forward to it. I hope it lives up to my expectations. I don't see why it wouldn't, but yeah, so it seems fun. It's a romance. Good stuff. Oh, did I ever mention the author. I don't think I did. So it's Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Maybe that's why I avoided the name. I don't know how to say that. But yeah, I'm hoping it's very good. I've heard good things about it, so yeah. But that brings us to our second TBR book, which is the second book to The Eldest Curses by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. We have The Lost Book of the White, which is a Shadowhunters novel, which if you have watched my January wrap-up, you would have seen my tangent on how much I am in love with Shadowhunters and with Alec and with Magnus, who are the main characters. The first book followed Alec and Magnus as they tried to have a little romantic vacation together. Did not go well. I think this book starts off with them back at home doing more domestic things on top of their Shadowhunter and Warlock duties. I know that there's this, if the show has taught me anything, The Lost Book of the White is a spell book, so I assume that spell book is going to come into play in this book. I know the show and the original Mortal Instruments series are not exactly the same, but there are elements that are, so bear with me. But yeah, so I'm very excited to continue the journey with Alec and Magnus. Magnus was my favorite in the first book. Alec is wonderful. The show actually got me to love him even more, but Magnus, for sure, my favorite. And they are a wonderful couple, especially, like I said, the show, because I binged that recently after reading the first book, and it was wonderful. They have a wonderful relationship. From what I've seen from the other books that I've Googled, spoilers, they also seem to have a pretty wonderful relationship, and they had a very cute and wonderful relationship in this book, so I'm hoping we get that continues and that they don't torture and suffer them, because I don't know why, but the show really liked to hurt them, and I don't appreciate that. The first book didn't do them too much harm, but there's drama. There's still drama, and yeah. But I'm hoping things don't get too out of hand, because they deserve to be happy. They deserve all the happiness, and I love them, and they are my new favorite TV and book couple. It's wonderful. If you love Shadowhunters, give this series a try, and if you've read them, you can chat about it in the comments section with me. Talk Shadowhunters. I could talk Shadowhunters all day. And yeah, I also think this book will have more characters than just Alec and Magnus. The first book followed pretty much just them as far as other Shadowhunters characters go. We had, some random, they're not main characters from any of the other books. Except for maybe Tessa, who popped in at the beginning, but she wasn't a one that stayed throughout the whole book. I think this one we will have Simon and I think Izzy, which will be nice, because so far I haven't actually, aside from a couple phone conversations Alec has with Izzy, I really haven't gotten to see any of them in the books. The show is where I have learned most of my information on everyone else other than Alec and Magnus, so I am excited to see the other people in this book. This one also has a super shiny cover. I don't know whose idea it was to give them such shiny covers, but that was genius, and it is what drew me to them in the first place. This one though, if I can open the cover. Okay, this one though, its inside cover has this cute little picture. There we go. I thought that was pretty neat. The first book doesn't have like a picture inside. So yeah. If you like Shadowhunters and you like Alec and Magnus, this is a series. The Eldest Curses is a series I would definitely recommend. And if you like enemies to lovers tropes, I mean, give it a try. It couldn't hurt, right? Also, both of these books happen to be, you know, kind of gay romance. So if you're looking for a new LGBTQ book to give a try, or series, duology in this case, you know, these would be two, just get the series, these would be two options out there for something a little bit newer. This one was 2019, and the first book to this duology was 2019, so this must have been written 2020, so they're both pretty new. So if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it. Is it a good romance? Is it well written? What did you like about it? What was your favorite part, or what didn't you like about it? I'd love to know. And same with this one. If you've read the duology and you want to chat about it in the comments, you know, what did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? How do you feel about Alec and Magnus? How do you feel about Shadowhunters? We could even talk about the TV series because I'm obsessed. But I would love to hear your thoughts on these books, or if you have any other fun romance recommendations. I'm always open to new book suggestions. But that is my February TBR, and that is all I have for you guys today. So leave a like, a comment, or a subscribe. I would appreciate it very much, and I will see you guys next time.